Alright, we've got the Mcgrath Albion here. It's a fantastic little digital lock. Goes on top of a lot of other locks as well. From what you can see, it works with Amazon Alexa and Google Home, which is fantastic. So this one's the matte black, just showing you everything that it does. Connects to a Bluetooth, has an app, connects to PIN code. Has a key override and RFID cards or swipe cards. If you buy a separate gateway, you can also connect it via Wi-Fi. It does chew through some batteries if you connect via Wi-Fi, but if you want to work it kind of remotely, it's a great option. And that's basically it. Let's just jump straight into it. Let's just start unboxing it, and then from there we can have a look at the lock. So first of all, you've got the user guide and the instructions. Basically, it just tells you how to program the lock, yada yada, all the good stuff really. Gives you instructions, and you can scan that QR code to install the app on your phone, so you don't have to go looking for it. It's pretty good, and has all the instructions that you could possibly want, really. And keep that on hand after you've installed the lock, so then you can program it using that. Although if you use the app, it's even easier. It really does. It's quite intuitive with the app, and you can get the app from the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, the Android version of the Apple App Store. And then we've got the template of the lock. So you can put this on, say, the door here. You bend it at this line here roughly. I'm just going to do this real rough here, try and be a bit more accurate. And you can bend it there, put it on the door, mark out the center of the latch. The bigger one is for the mortise lock version. I do not sell that just yet. Let me know if you guys want that. I might sell it later on, but we're just going to sell them as a latch version. So then you got the template on where to drill on the door. So basically, you're going to fit it on the door here. That's all the points that you need to drill. And in there, if you're replacing an existing knob set, you don't need to drill this, and you don't need to drill that. It should go straight in place of that. You just need to drill a couple extra holes. But I'll explain that more in a later video. What else do you get here? You get a little screwdriver. This is for the battery cover, which I'll be showing to you later in the video. You get 2 RFID tags. You can program them in. They do not come programmed initially, but you can program in later. I don't see the reason why you'd want to do that, but each to their own. That's all good. And then we got this little beauty here. This is the key override. 2 keys come standard. They go up underneath the lock, and that's pretty much it. You just turn the key and it will basically override the electronic parts, and you can just operate the lock manually with that. Then you got the latch. This is the older version of the latch. No longer selling this version of the latch anymore. I've got a new version of the latch, but it works in just the same way. The new version just fits and it gets installed a little bit easier. And also the new one also adjusts from 60 to 70. It will move this hub up and down, forward and back, so you don't need to worry about if you got the wrong back set. Excuse the mess of the desk. And now we got the strike, obviously, with some screws that goes on the door frame. You can install this white plastic behind the strike. It just makes it look a little bit nicer, a little bit prettier. You don't need to install it, but it's fine without it. And then you got the screws, you got the spindle and the screws, and then you got some rubber plugs to cover up any holes in the door. Sorry, not in the door, in the lock, to cover up the screws basically. I'll show you where those go in a minute. And then you've got a spare screw as well. The little black one goes for the battery cover. Take off that. Alright, so then we got the actual lock itself. It is pretty nice. So this right there and there, that's where the rubber, those two pieces of rubber go. This one and that one down there, they go in there. After you've installed it and everything works perfectly fine, you can just pop those in there and it will cover up these two screws. You don't have to, it's nice, and that's all it does. Those two screws hold this metal plate on there, and you need to remove those two screws to get it to remove that plate to install the lock. But again, like I said, this is just an unboxing video. I'm not actually installing it. I will make a video to install it later. So yeah, that's the screwdriver that goes in that screw right there. That takes off the cover, and then you can take off these two screws, the top ones, and that also helps remove the plate. And that's basically it. It takes 4 AA batteries. The batteries do not come with the lock. You'll have to buy them separately. I would recommend that you go with Duracell Alkaline or Energizer Alkaline. Is usually the way to go with them. And that's pretty much all there is to that. You got the rubber gasket. Again, if you put this, you do need the rubber gasket if you're going to put it on an external door. It just helps to keep the water and rain out from underneath the lock, going underneath the lock and through the door, and getting into the electronics. And then now we've got the front of the lock. That goes on the inside of the door. This goes on the outside, and that's it. It's a beautiful looking handle, in my opinion. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see there's 1, 2, 3. They all light up when you've got power. Obviously there's no power because I haven't plugged it in yet. These two posts, they're for the screws to screw the whole lock on to the door. That one and that one. You can reverse the handing. There's a screw in there that helps reverse the handing. Same on this one as well. There'll be a screw in there, and then it helps to reverse the handing as well. And that's basically it. That is where the key goes. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. Key goes in there. You turn it, and